very good day everyone, a fantastically warm welcome to you. My name is Nick from the ZX Spectrum. I'm looking at a maze game, an alien maze game called Alien Maze, published by CRL Group in 1983 and written by V.Ward. I don't know what the V stands for, maybe Victor or Valentino or Vampire, I don't know. But anyway, it's written by him or her. It's a maze game. You have to escape a maze. I'm making a good thing of this. Anyway, it costs £5.95. It looks very basic by today's standards. Doesn't use a great deal of the screen. Let's type the instructions. But basically, I'll try and paraphrase it here. But the Space Invaders have come down. You've defeated them. Some have landed. You're in a big maze. You need to escape by counting arrows, I think, and defusing a bomb before the time runs out. Yes, there we go. And that's essentially it. It says scroll there. If I put no, it'd probably break into the program. So it's easy as that. Other maze games we've looked at are similar to this are Embassy Assault and 3D Monster Chase and 3D Pac-Man. Although 3D Pac-Man wasn't quite like that. All from the early 80s. So we'll see how this one plays. Remember, you've got to look at it from the eyes of back in the era. If you had this one back in the day, let me know. From the screenshots, it doesn't look like it's using too much of the screen, but we'll soon find out when we actually play it. So there's a few instructions here, but it's pretty much what I told you. You need to defuse a bomb, and I'm more interested to see what graphics there are when the bomb actually goes off, where it just is game over or the whole thing flashes like some crazy thing. Right, come on, let's get this thing started. If you wish to read this again, press A. Well, I sure don't. Choose level 1 to 1. Now, level 1 is just a practice mode, so we'll do that first of all. I don't think there's a bomb in this one. In the practice mode, you can bring up a map, which you can't in the main game, unfortunately. It takes a while to bring up, so I just want to learn the navigation using the keys 5, 6, 7 and 8, so the cursor keys to get around here on the good old ZX Spectrum. The yellow bit is the maze going forward. Now, there should be a stick man somewhere, which represents where I am. Well, this is going to take a while, isn't it, going like this? It's very, very basic, people. 1983, $5.95. Wouldn't dream of that nowadays. $5.95, that's a fortune back in 1983. Not as much as the cartridges on the Atari 2600. Right, I'm at the entrance there, so I need to navigate my way through, so I'm probably going to lose my bearings, and we must get up to that bit on the far north there, going off the map. Right, here we go. So yes, not using much of the screen at all. Interesting. It's updating quite quickly. It's updating quicker than Embassy Assault, which was by Sinclair Research in 1982. Monster Chase or Monster Maze was you being chased by a dinosaur around the place, so there's a bit of jeopardy. I don't think there's anything chasing you around here. It's using green, cyan and white to create the maze, but there was a lot of these maze type games. They were pretty cool really as a kid growing up playing these. They're pretty good. This update's okay. Right, I would like the map to be a little bit more instant. It's drawing it each time, and it's doing a main block 8x8, which I sort of like did. I think that was on the 8 key of you designing your own graphics. So I think each of the cursor keys, which are the number keys, had a slightly different chunky graphic. Although once you get used to it, you could like redesign your own sort of stuff if you wanted to. If you wanted to, you might not wanted to. I bet you did. Right. Come on, machine, do your thing. Right, so there I am. I'm that red stick man there. So I'm going to lose my bearings quite quickly. I'm going to bring this map up a bit. Now, I'm not sure many of you would have had this one. You would have to have bought it with your pocket money. I got 50p pocket money, which was quite a bit of money back then. But that would have taken, that was 50p a week. So that would have taken 22 weeks to buy this game. Imagine that now. 22 weeks pay of what you're on now to buy Alien Maze. I'm surprised there weren't other games called Alien Maze. Right, let's keep going forward and backwards and sideways and all those sort of things. So I'm trying to escape here. No real jeopardy because the bomb isn't deflected now. So what I've been told is, on those instructions, as you go around the normal map, you'll see arrows that don't flash, that's a number, you count those up. Arrows that do flash, there, then you add that up and something else, and that's a 3-digit code to get out the exit. On this one, as soon as you get to the exit, it's finitoed. It's finitoed, bonitoed. So these reviews aren't about expert gameplay, they're about seeing how the game plays, what it sounds like, what it looks like, and also more importantly, would there have been enough there for you to want to go and play it again? Now I think as soon as I escape the maze, because it's nothing special this. I don't think I would have played it a great deal, but it's interesting. It would have held my attention as a 7 or 8-year-old. In 1983 I was 9, so I suppose it would have held my attention a little bit, just as something was moving on the screen. Now I'm almost halfway through the map. If the review isn't too long, because there isn't much to this game, I will play a game with the bomb going, just so we can see what the explosion looks like going forward. Bib, bib, bib. It's just using normal beeps here. Doesn't really need that advanced left and right instruction on the bottom, because once you've done that, you know it. As I say, compared to other maze games, I don't know why it's using so little of the screen, but because it is, it's not having to draw a great deal, so it's updating quite quickly. Interesting, but it hasn't aged particularly well. If you like your zxspectrum stuff, well, they're all there in a playlist. We've reviewed almost 1,100 games and going up and up and up and up. We're never going to run out ever, I don't think, due to the amount of homebrews that are being produced. But if you want to see them all, or just your favourite ones, they're all in the zxspectrum playlist. To get there, everyone knows, but I'll tell you anyway. You click on my username, that takes you to the channel page, and click on the playlist tab. zxspectrum will be there along with a load of other systems. Check them out. Big nose, I say, is a term of affection. Now I've got through here. The bloke's flashing. If you're flashing, then comment below, or don't. I don't know. It might be an offence. Yeah, because it's so little of the screen, it's animating quite quickly. Perhaps they tried it with a larger screen, and it sort of like was too slow. It is 48K, remember. But having said that, 3D Monster Chase was on the ZX81. And we did there was a modded 3D monster chase or monster maze. They were being chased by a dinosaur, and it was all in colour. ZX81 was black and white, of course. I never owned a ZX81. It had 1K there. Before that was the ZX80. I don't think it had any K at all. I think you had to buy a RAM pack or something. Couldn't do much with the ZX81. It wasn't really competing. Then the 48, well, there was 16K, wasn't there? Then the 48K came out. I don't think Clive Sinclair expected anyone to be doing their own games, which is weird now because that's all the Spectrum is known for. But I think he just wanted it as a business tool where people could do their accounts and all that sort of stuff. And everyone else took over and thought better of it. So yes, it's basic code he had, and then people have done compilers in machine code and taken that next step further to get more out of the memory. And homebrewers now are really extracting a lot out of what is not enough memory to even open a window on your computer. Yes. Right, I'm almost at the end now. I'm almost at the end, is he? Maybe. Right, okay. Thank you to the members as well. If you want to be a member, click on that join button. It's not compulsory, but it helps the channel continue and grow. I do have to put a lot of hours and work to pay for everything. But if there had enough people who were doing that, even on the bottom rung, I could be full-time. Kaboom. Right, bib, 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 bib. It's all about nostalgia. It's all about beating stress, folks. And while you're watching this, nothing else matters. It's a detachment from reality, back in 8-bit gaming, 16-bit gaming, and just a shared experience of where we were back in the day. And long may that continue. Channel's been going a while. It is slow progress, but you never know. I might hit the big time. I'll get a shout out for someone huge. But yes. Right, I'm almost at the end now. You can see there, just go uppity, 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 up, 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 up. If you watched this far into the video and haven't already, please consider subscribing. Let's grow this thing to something ridiculously huge, beyond all recognition. The reason why the channel grows so slowly, I think, is because the amount of competition, people doing their own videos, which is okay, it's fine, it keeps the genre alive, but it's hard to get noticed with new channels continually opening and closing all the time to much fanfare. There's a lot of noise about the place, but I will be here probably forever, Trevor, well, as long as YouTube is here, because I just love reviewing the games and I'm never going to run out, and the stress busting must always continue in some shape or form. I think I've gone to a dead end there. Right, where am I now? I'm completely lost. I think I've gone the wrong... Oh, look, I think I've gone backwards. Yeah, I've gone backwards. I've gone further away than I was before. I was almost at the end there, wasn't it? Where am I? Oh, look, how did I get down there? Right, so I need to go forward, right, and then just forward, forward, forward. Yeah, right, so I should be okay now. I just completely turn around and go back the other way, like some crazy hoodlum stuck in a maze. Another maze game, not quite like this, not 3D. It's Escape, where you're trying to outrun a dinosaur, up to 5 dinosaurs, really. And I really loved playing that game back in the day. I'd like to see that in 3D. Right, just turn around, every now and then you're in a maze. Now, the only review used to be about 10 minutes, and I haven't really played the main game yet. This is like the practice bit. Oh, what a wally. Anyway. Right, maybe we'll have to do an edit or something, but let's just get out of here. So I'm just learning navigation, so it's good that the practice mode is there without any sort of like jeopardy, so you can get used to like the main play. And I get a lot of nostalgia for these type of maze games. It's pretty cool. Embassy Assault took a long time to draw. If they'd done the screen as small as this, then it probably would have been a little bit quicker. Now, where am I now? I think I'm going back the right way, am I? If you're lost in a maze, then comment below. There he is there, right. So that's looking promising. I'm always back to where I was the first time. Well done, V.Ward. I wish you can't skip this halfway through. As soon as you done the maze, that's it. But I don't think, as I say, I don't think you can bring up the map in the main game, which makes it a little bit tricky. You could be lost forever. Lost forever in a green and yellow maze, and that's just a crazy way to live an existence, isn't it? Right, okay, Channel N Jenkins, tell your friends, retweet everything. I put the videos up on Twitter, Jenkins7Nick, if you want to get alert, or if you're not on Twitter, it's not compulsory. It's just a load of people shouting a load of rubbish that someone paid 44 billion for. But anyway, another way, if you click on the notification bell, if you're a subscriber, it will send you an email each time a video goes up. And I put up a lot of stuff. I put up a lot of stuff, baby, because stress and anxiety is huge, and we must all come together to defeat the thing. Everyone's experience is slightly different, as I knew by the exit there, but there are overlaps, and we can try and understand stuff. Right, I've escaped from the maze. The maze is the stress centre, and we're getting out of this stress centre. We're going away. Green and yellow, the same colours as Norwich City football team. So any Norwich City football team players or fans watching, hopefully you're at home, this could be a maze designed for you. Can't think of any other teams that play in yellow and green. That's the bit where people tell me a load of teams are playing yellow and green, including basketball teams, American football teams, baseball teams, kabaddi teams, water polo teams, just any team that plays in yellow and green. Right, come on. Oh, where's the exit? Let's turn around. There it is. That it? That's it. That must be it. Have I escaped? Hooray! Well done. You beat the maze. Well, it's the least I could do. Press A for same maze again. No way, Jose. N for new maze. Right. Okay. Alien Maze, V.Ward, well done. Right, I might have to edit this because the intro is quite long. It's one of those ones where it's quite nice, but in retrospect now, looking forward, it could induce fits in people. Alien, Maze, what a font that is. Right, now, level 1's the practice mode. Let's do another maze. Number 2. I'm not going to do the whole thing, so don't worry there. It's not going to go on for ages. The maze looks kind of similar. Oh, what's going on here? Right, there we go. Now, there should be a timer. Right, the bomb has armed itself. There we go. Exciting stuff. So now if you get a timer ticking down, there we go. So that goes to 0. You've got a lot of time there. That goes to 0. We've had it. And we need to find arrows and count them. That's when it gets a little bit cool. There's an arrow there. So count that. That was 1. Did you see that briefly? We need to count how many of those are in the whole maze. But I think I will fast forward this. There. Okay, so I've done a bit of an edit, I hope. I'm just interested to see what happens on that countdown. 10, 9, let's see what... Now, I want a big explosion effect. If there's a big explosion effect, I'm going to say hooray. So that's all that the video's mounted up to. What does it do when the bomb blows up? Here it comes. Kaboom! Oh, that's alright. It's a bit like that bomb in Worst Things Happen at Sea with the oil. That's nice. That's good. That's a good effect. We're kaboom! Well, overall, basic as it is, I quite like seeing that. Would I have gone back to play it a lot of times? I don't think so, but I do like it as a piece of history. I get a nostalgia buzz from it. So, hope you like to have a look at that one. It's Alien Maze, published by CRL Group in 1983, written by V.Ward. If you've got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then by all means, slap that in the comment section below. Until next time, take great care of yourself, and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.